Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Pater Voss, the Papa Fox, and we're going to continue playing the Banner Saga 2 by Stoic, music by Austin Wintory. When we last left off, we had basically we had some shore cleave, as I titled the previous episode, and we had cleared the way of wooden debris from the river, and we had to fend off some rather nasty dredge. And I learned a few things in that battle, but there we go. And we got quite a few people who were promoted, and we have tons, well, not tons, but a lot of renown. So we can go ahead and upgrade some people. Okay. Oh, hey, Eric? I didn't know Eric was with us. Huh. Weird. Let's go ahead. Let's see. Who should we promote? I mean, we have a huge spread of people we could use, so I suppose anyone will do. Let's go ahead and promote Egel. Yeah. Okay, well, there's quite a bit we could do for him. Let's give him some armor break, though, because that's going to be very useful. We could promote him again, but we're not gonna. Anybody who's level 2? No, we have a lot of level 3 folk. So let's go ahead and get some of those taken care of. That's also... Oh. See, he's now level 4. So let's get all the people who are level 3 to level 4. That'll be good. Yes. Confirm. Let's get your armor up. Okay. And then one more person, but then we're going to leave it at that. I think what we're going to do is we are going to promote... Well, let's go with our bard. Why not? Okay. And we're going to give him some exertion. And we're not going to do armor break because he's kind of going to be a person we're going to have on our back lines. We are going to give him some more armor. Yes. Okay. Lovely. Let's talk with Ivan. Oh, before I get into this, how are you all doing? I am doing absolutely wonderfully. I'm going to have a rather long weekend because my work is closed down for a couple of days on the end of it, so that'll be nice. I can actually catch up on sleep, get some naps in me, and get ready for Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. So, I hope you all are doing wonderfully, and I hope your weekend has been going well. I've also been kind of dealing with allergies, so again, if I still sound a little scratchy, that is why. Alright, so, you watch for a moment as Ivan, Juno's apprentice, and the mender found nearly dead at Juno's apprentice and the mender found nearly dead at Ridgehorn moves his staff in a complex pattern, repairing some armor. Not a bad festival trick, right? Care to give it a try? Mending? Me? I think I said the exact same thing the first time a mender asked me to try. I thought you had to be born under a blood moon or be from a certain clan. It certainly helps if you've suckled from a she-wolf as a babe. Ivan smiles. I think he's pulling our chain. Anyone can be a mender, but the training can be difficult. I'm not sure I like the way that sounds. You've already completed many of the lessons, tending to wounds, endurance trials, focus amid distractions. It comes naturally to you. Then what would I have to do if I said yes? You'd have to practice day and night. Ivan looks up toward the unmoving sun. You'd have to practice quite a bit. It wouldn't be easy. It might not even be popular with the clansmen. They're a little skittish around Juno and me. You're not making it sound that great. I've never been much of a recruiter, but mending has its advantages both on and off the battlefield. Like using lightning to bring down an ancient Varl bridge? Ivan grins and picks up the armor. Hopefully not. Anyway, mull it over and we'll talk about it again. I've got to check on a fighter who was wearing this. On the fighter who was wearing this. Oof. Sucks to be that guy. Let's actually just take a real quick look. I wonder if we should switch things up just a little bit, because I like different folk here. Yeah, let's go back with him. And then let's actually get Hogan and Mogan in. And let's see how that does. You know? Why not? Cool. Cool. And let's leave. And continue on our merry. The wind blowing. Clansman Forge plus 19. That's good. You look at all the food freshly placed in the supply carts. What's all this about? You ask Godleaf. Clansmen are trying to help us, help as much as possible now, she says. Whenever they can, they'll forage for nuts and berries or fish and hunt. She hands you a piece of fruit. They may not know how to fight, but they can keep us alive by keeping us fed. That is good. That is very good. And I don't think we're at the point where we can adjust them. Shouts from one of the rear longships grabs everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty, and the ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the bank and all of the ships almost at capacity, you consider your options. Dump supplies, make room for the ship, have the clams on board of their ships. Ask the shipwrights for advice. We'll need her out of water, says one. Nonsense, just plug the holes with some cloth and tar for now, says another. As they argue, clansmen begin jumping from Well, I shouldn't have asked for advice. I should have just acted. Oh, crumbs. Well, okay. That served me right. Desperate looking, a lot of adults and a Varl stand on the shoreline waving you down. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. They look hungry. Can they be trusted? Slow the boats and ask their needs. The basics, the Varl says. Food, safety. Trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. We're gonna ask them to come aboard. You'll have food and safety. Everyone carefully files in onto a couple of the less burdened ships and starts eating. Clip, the Varl says, which you take as his name and his appreciation. 12. We got a couple of fighters. That's good, and Varl. Let's actually camp to see if he's a character. I wonder. Does not appear to be so. Okay. Well, let's continue. And we have quite a bit of supplies. 32 days of supplies. My goodness. I wonder if this game's actually going to take a little bit longer to play than the first one. The first one, I had forgotten how fast it marches. A crowd begins to cheer from one of the longships as a man struggles with his fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice concerns. You're close enough to make out a large shape in what looks like fur or hair in the net. Keep watching as the man hauls it out. Bear cub, shouts the man with the net. Long dead. What's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talk of plagues and famine make eyes go wide. There's Bolverk at the bow of his ship, staring at the cub and brooding more than usual. What? Okay, well, I guess that's something I couldn't have predicted. Oh boy. Looks like we're gonna stop here. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention, and the longships begin to slow. I doubt the scraps of wood we're floating on can hold anymore, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you, and he slowly shakes his head. Might resupply us for our trouble. Ivor cocks an eyebrow. And who will resupply them when they realize the trade routes are blocked by dredge? Give him a look and wave the ships to shore. When the ships land, you and a few others rush toward the smoke, but the closer you get, the stranger the situation. There's no sounds of battle or people panicking to put out fires. Keep going, Bolvert growls. We'll see what the dredge are carrying, or dead are carrying. The Varl's comment defies tradition, but so do many things about him. Push onto the village to investigate. The barn is the only thing burning. No one is around. Unusual, Mudleaf says. Some kind of trick? Maybe that fire trapped someone else. While everyone looks for buckets and water, some Varl carry a full yawk's trough to douse the barn. The door and front wall are soon smoking charred remains, easily kicked open, unfortunately. There's nothing of note inside. Oh no! You slowly trudge back to the ships and find Rugga pacing. We were ambushed by some bandits while you were away, he says. They took off in a ship with supplies, so we'll be even more crowded now. Makes me think we shouldn't be helping anyone but ourselves from now on. Others voice their agreement. Right. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, that was terrible. We forged some. That's good. A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around leather-wrapped balls of rags. You notice a Varl on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The Varl's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. Looks at you and the Varl before slowly backing up. Kill it before it alerts the other dredge. Yeah, no, that's the best option. The arrow wedges between two plates of stone armor, and the dredge cries out in a strange warble. It runs, eluding your second shot before disappearing in the trees. The Varl, who made no move to chase the dredge, says, "We'd better get everyone to stop looking for food and head back to the boats." He sounds vaguely irritated. Everyone watches the shoreline in silence, but no sign of dredge is spotted. Some complain about running from a single dredge, but most just stay quiet and vigilant. I wonder if I should have followed it. I am making all of the wrong decisions. I guess that'll come from just one
island. Azalai's Godstone almost looks lonely.
She's even more beautiful than songs say. Oh, we'll show the party we have selected at the very cool. Okay. Oh, lovely. So it'll have us click on stuff. Clansmen and Varl are admiring the Godstone when you notice some are missing. It's Bolverk and his ravens, Ilio says. He looked rather upset by my music and all the singing, he shrugs. If they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us, I won't take it personally, but come closer. Let me introduce you to Aslay. Aslay, the god of streaming waters. She's the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling unfamiliar lands. Scald runs a finger over small etchings on stone. Inscriptions from all those who were lost, but found a way back home with her help. Listen to more of Aelio's tale. Some say her stone shows the struggle of leaving the familiar to see what's over the next hill. Aelio looks at the ropes tied around parts of her and smiles. Before the gods died, their stone supposedly stood tall and moved a few steps each year, so people are always trying to make sure she stays put. Aelio looks at you, grinning. Have you the strength to hold her, or a gift with which to entice her? Pull on one of the stronger ropes. You wrap your hands around one of the larger ropes and begin to pull. It feels as pointless as expected, and Aslei's Godstone does not budge. Suddenly, you are joined by Hakon and Ivar, who lend their great strength. Others quickly join until the rope snaps and everyone sprawls into a laughing heap. You return to where the clansmen have set up camp and see someone, a woman in torn robes, slip from your tent. She blends in with the other families, and after making sure nothing is amiss in your tent, you let it go. Ooh, we gain a renown with Aslay. A number of clansmen and fighters is shown here. If your caravan is assaulted en masse in a war situation, it's the fighters that protect the clansmen while your heroes fight a tactical battle. That's a good clarification. It is important to keep enough trained fighters available, but keep in mind that fighters consume more supplies than clansmen and are less effective at foraging. Speak to Sven in the training tent to start training some of your clansmen into battle-ready fighters. Well, come on in and let's have a look at you, Sven, the trainer says. The trainer looks past you at some boys and girls eager to learn. Teaching fighting to the young, Sven muses. They won't go back to hunting and foraging for food, you know. You sure you want to go through with this? We need the protection. Okay, we have 395 clansmen. Sven blows out all his air through flapping lips. Let's get it done. How many you want fighting for you? 100 new fighters will do fine. We've got enough food and water to last us a day and a half? Sven asks. That's what it'll take for me to break them from running at the first sign of trouble. Make it happen. Consider it done. Sven whistles through his missing teeth. Okay, cool. We have 100 fighters. Lovely. And we have 30 days of supplies. Okay, let's talk to Hakon. The two Varl look deep in conversation, but Ivar catches your eye and waves you over. So, they've all armed themselves and are running from something? But what? Hakon's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivations of our enemy. It's just strange. We've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing, too, we might have lost the Great Wars. You think about what to say. Has anyone ever talked to a dredge? Both Varl look at each other. There are rumors that some have tried and been killed in the process. It's nonsense. Scald tales about the sound of a dredge's voice making your skin fall off. So there's been no communication with the enemy? Is that normal? We're too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only ever make warbling sounds. I guess if anyone has talked to them, it'd be the Volca, but good luck getting them to give you a straight answer. What happened back then? A great deal of killing on both sides. I imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back to the depths they call home. Actually, Ivar's never said that much about the past. Oh? Ivar says nothing, just holds Hakon's stare. Well, he's probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime. Juno says there's a darkness coming. But what Valkas say and mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and prophecies. Still, it might explain why the dredge are everywhere, like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit them first. Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war. If they've learned to crack the ground and call a giant serpent, then we're all dead and just don't know it yet. I'll leave you two to figuring out the big issues. You should know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children, dredge or not. It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be. I say if it's us or them, we make sure we're still standing. I'm bothered by more your decision to destroy Unartoft's bridge. Let it go, Hakon. It was the best decision at the time. To collapse the bridge that cost thousands of Varl lives to build? If it weren't for your damn horns, Ingvar, I'd swear you were an overgrown human. The two giants begin trading insults as you step away, letting them vent. Oh, wow. Okay, well, there we go. Got a little bit more renown. Let's go ahead and leave. There we go. Let's see. What's going to pop up next? Time on the cramped longships is proving too much for the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, and constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Varl clansmen look annoyed. I empathize wholeheartedly. I wonder if we should move them to specific longships. But then, no, we got to keep them. We got to keep this under wraps. We can't let the kids. We can't put all the families on certain ships because if those ships get hit, that's no bueno. We're not going to say nothing. Keep your families by your side. We're at war until Aberrang. Some mothers give you irritated glances, while a few Varl smile at your direction. Regardless, there's no denying the children are safer by their parents' side. That's kind of how it has to be. Okay, well, we are actually going to call this an end of the episode. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button, or give me some feedback if you want. If you enjoy my other videos, then a subscription to the channel would also be absolutely most amazing. As always, it's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope to come back next time and pull up a chair for some more Banner Saga 2. Alrighty, y'all take care now. Bye.